guys, welcome back to GEST Dota 2 action. Orange vs Mineski is coming your way. This newly shaven, also newly stashed man in front of you. I'm GoDz, and bringing you all the action here for the GEST Dota 2, and this is going to be a fantastic way to start things off. We've got Orange versus Mineski, El Clasico in action. Orange coming from Malaysia, Mineski from the Philippines. A very anticipated match, an exciting match. I'm so glad to be casting it. Just a quick bit of prep before the game. This is what the bracket looks like. This is your GEST Dota 2 playoff bracket. Natural 9 already haven't beat Dustbin 2-1. They're awaiting the winner of this match, Orange versus Mineski. Then in the upper half of the bracket, you've got your other Southeast Asian teams. Zenith up against Armageddon, MUFC versus First Departure. Those are your quarterfinals. We'll see what semifinals. It's a single elimination best of 3 format until the finals, where it becomes a best of 5. Guys, let's get into this game because the bands that picks the drafts, they're well underway already. So, without much further ado, this is your GEST Dota 2 action. Orange over on that Radiant side. Mineski playing from the Dire side. Mineski with a new roster. Some of you guys may say, who are these new faces? Mr. Swish and Cell have joined them. They're now playing... They're playing for them for Dota 2, not for their Dota 1 roster. Dota 1, they have a separate roster, but this has been the team that's been training and mostly focusing on Dota 2 over the last week or two. And we're going to see what they can come up with here. Orange Esports, no surprises there. We've got Extinct Mushi Ice, KYXY, and Yamata. Ice, who played with them for G1 League, not actually playing with them for this match, but they've got KYXY there instead. I believe Ice is on his way to Malaysia. He's going to be standing, well, not so much standing, he's going to be playing the G1 League LAN finals with them in China, so he's going to start training with them from Malaysia fairly soon. So we'll probably see him, I think, touching down in Malaysia very soon to start training with the rest of Orange Esports here. But this game here, guys, the GEST Dota 2, are you guys ready? It is happening. Orange Esports, they've got the first pick on that Radiant side, banning up Batrider as well as Darkseer. Mineski, well, they ban up Mushi's TA, which is always a good decision. They ban up the Chen, a hero that Extinct loves to play. They do leave in some big heroes. Naga Siren as well as Rubik both get picked up by Orange, and Orange even go for the Enigma. So you've got the setup coming from the Naga Siren with the ultimate, and the follow-up Black Hole. So a useful combo, a powerful combo, and something that Mineski do not want to try teamfight into. So Mineski more likely to play that split push, spread the map kind of style, and look to really divide the map as much as possible. They've got Jakiro, Queen of Pain so far. Queen of Pain likely to go into the hands of Jay. It's a hero that Jay does play often as a solo. Could be mid, could be in the offlane. Owa, and then we've got Mr. Swish, who play their other... Swish has been playing their offlane solo quite a bit lately, with Owa and Jay playing the farmers as well as the solo mid. So we'll see how they want to arrange this. Jakiro, I hear that Woots has been playing quite a bit. It's somewhat famously in the matchup against Zenith, where he missed about 90% of his ice paths. But we're not going to reminisce about that. For those of you who missed Mineski versus Zenith from the group stage of the GSC Dota 2, check it out. It's a game worth watching. It was... at the end, I think the score was like 62 kills to 61 kills. It went for about 70 minutes or something. It was just a very entertaining game full of some very amusing plays from both sides. It was really something special. But Mineski, for now, though, they pick up a Night Stalker. Could go into that mid lane with the Queen of Pain in the off lane. Could go into the safe lane with some supports. The problem with Night Stalker with the supports is he needs the early levels. You want to get that early farm up on him. So it is a hero who... you're somewhat reluctant to run in a dual lane, especially in a trial lane. You want to get, by the time the first nighttime hits, you want him to be level 6 by then, getting close to that level 7. If he's in a trial lane, well, he's looking at maybe being level 4, level 3, depending on how that lane goes. If you're getting kills while it's daytime, which you can do with a trial lane Night Stalker, the nuke still does decent damage, still slows. You've got a Jakiro, maybe another strong support there. It could potentially work, but it's something which is very risky. It's risky in the sense that if Night Stalker doesn't have that good start, he can somewhat get phased up very quickly. Even with farm, even if you're putting him in a trial lane as a farmer, getting the fast Vanguard, Treads, BKB, if he hasn't got those levels, he just can't get hero kills. And that's kind of where Night Stalker fits in, getting as many kills as possible. So we'll see how Mineski want to do this, with Queen of Pain being there as well. They don't really have an obvious offlane solo yet, with both Queen of Pain and Night Stalker maybe going to be saying, hey, I want that mid lane. You can, of course, run Queen of Pain as a safe lane solo and run an offensive trial. You can even run Queen of Pain as that offlane solo, something that the Pinoy teams will do somewhat frequently. We'll do that. We'll do that all the time in Dota 1. Dota 1, they run Queen of Pain, Park. They're always running these offlane solo heroes and going for the tri lane. They don't really go for a dual lane type play. They also don't pick jungle heroes often, except for the Chen. A few of the teams known for picking and playing Chen. Woot's one of those players. Dream's another team who like to play Chen quite a bit. But it looks like we're definitely not seeing Chen here. We do still have the Enchantress in the pool, but not a hero that the Pinoy teams like to play whatsoever. Enigma's been taken by Orange, so they've got that jungler option if they so choose, and probably what we'll see them doing. They'll look for a suicide solo to go up against Mineski's trial, and then they'll run 2 strong solos of their own. I'm sorry, not two, a strong solo mid, then they'll run a strong dual lane with the Naga Siren, and probably have the Enigma in the jungle. Just play this as slightly more greedy as far as getting farm and XP goes. Look to have a farm on their solo mid hero, farm on their Naga Siren in the safe lane, then the Enigma in jungle, just the fastest jungle hero there is in terms of getting farm and XP. So they just need to find a suitable offlane solo who can get XP and farm up there and just sort of poke around, get whatever XP you can, and that's kind of, you're looking at your Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's still in the pool here, and something which Orange may want to get for that offlane. Something which I'd imagine would see KYXY playing, as he's standing in for Ice Ice Ice. Not really one of his sort of core heroes. He's sort of a more solo mid type player. But, oh, there we go. Bounty Hunter banned out. I like the Bounty Hunter ban. I think you've got to do that if you're Mineski. You can't give Orange access to that as a strong offlaner. That's why they also ban out the Puck. Tide Hunter, not really a strong offlane hero, but a viable one. And something which, with the Enigma Naga Siren, would just give them that huge wombo combo team fight. So, no big surprises seeing them ban those heroes out here. What Orange are going to pick up now is the 4th pick. That's what I'm kind of curious about. We've seen the Chinese teams use some interesting picks. There we go. Shadow Fiend it is. I was thinking Chinese teams have been using a lot of Undying. They've even picked Axe up. But we're going to see Shadow Fiend. Yamato Shadow Fiend, possibly. Yeah, we could see that. I'm feeling that possibility. As what do Mineski retaliate with? Mineski maybe was a hero they were considering picking up for themselves. Probably not, considering they've already got their solo mids pretty much lined up with either Queen of Pain or Night Stalker going there. But Yamato Shadow Fiend, a definite possibility here. We're looking at a solo mid Shadow Fiend with Naga Siren in the safe lane. Enigma can either jungle or go in the off lane, but I think more likely than not, Orange want to run the jungle Enigma. Getting up the farm on the Enigma could definitely be fairly useful. Getting up a fast mech, getting up the BKB, so make sure your black hole's not getting cancelled once you followed up with the Naga Siren. You have the setup, but you still, if you don't catch everyone, if they're not grouped up, it's not going to work out for Enigma, so it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world when Ice Path has a massive range. You've got Night Stalker with 2 abilities to disable it with. You've got plenty of stuff to cancel the black hole, so he's going to want to find that BKB. There we go, Shackle Shot as well, added to that list. Mineski pick up what looks to be their suicide solo, the Windrunner, unless they're playing a Windrunner support. Then you've got the Night Stalker or Queen of Pain as the mid hero, and one of them playing a safe lane farmer. Probably the Night Stalker here as a safe lane farmer. That does put Windrunner into the offlane, and Queen of Pain as a mid hero, which works out fine. The problem, of course, as mentioned earlier, is that Night Stalker may level slowly, may not have the best time here. But look at this, Orange Esports, this AoE combo of theirs. Naga Siren Sleep, Enigma Black Hole, and Shadow Fiend with the follow-up ultimate, the Requiem of Souls. Oh dear, that won't be fun. It won't be fun at all, and Orange, this last hero, could be their offlane hero, or maybe we see another support, depending how they want to play this Enigma. Maybe they're thinking the Enigma doesn't need a huge amount of farm, doesn't need to get a Blink BKB, doesn't even need that early BKB, can just go in that offlane, maybe just look to try farm up a mech, and it looks like we are seeing the offlane Enigma. They pick up Shadow Shaman, so they get another support hero, with Shadow Shaman and Rubik likely to be their 2 supports, so we'll see that offlane Enigma. I'm wondering who's going to play it, possibly KYXY, maybe even see Mushi. Well, I don't think we've seen Mushi play an offlane hero. He generally wants a hero with getting some farm. The way Orange has been playing when they've got Ice Ice in the G1 League, basically, they've been having Mushi play the mid lane heroes like Queen of Pain. Although Shadow Fiend isn't so much a Mushi hero here, then Yamato's been playing the safe lane farmers. Heroes like Naga Siren and Chaos Knight. Probably his 2 most played heroes have been Naga Siren and Chaos Knight. So maybe this is a Mushi Shadow Fiend. We'll have to wait and see. Then that puts KYXY onto that offlane Enigma. And now Mineski, their last hero, their last pick, it's going to be a Crystal Maiden. So they round off their trialing with a very solid support hero, a fairly aggressive one. Having both the Frostbite as well as the Crystal Nova, having those double nukes, makes it a very potent trialing if they run that with the Night Stalker Jakiro. Potential for getting a lot of early kills, a lot of early aggressions. And who is going to be on the Shadow Fiend? It is going to be Mushi. No YGod SF today, ladies and gentlemen, but hey. We'll see what Orange can do with the Yamato on the Naga Siren. Extinct playing the Rubik. Ice on the Shadow Shaman, and it does put KYXY onto that offlane Enigma. Assuming that it is going to be an offlane trial, which it's probably expected. I don't think you want to run with the offensive trial with the Naga Siren. As we'll completely introduce our teams. Guys, this is your GEST Dota 2 action. I am GoDz, and this is Orange Esports. Over on the Radiant side, we've got KYXY and Enigma, Extinct playing the Rubik, Yamato on Naga Siren, Shadow Shaman in the hands of Ice, and then over at mid lane, Playing the Shadow Fiend is Mushi on the Shadow Fiend. Let's get over to our overlay. There we go. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, I did mess it up for a few seconds. It's not just LD. Must come with the haircut, but over on the dire side, playing for Mineski, HyperX is Woots on Crystal Maiden, Mr. Swish playing the Night Stalker. We've got Queen of Pain in the hands of Oa. We've got a Jakira being played by Cell and Windrunner being played by Jay, Mr. Bimbo. We'll see how they want to do things early here. Ice, ooh, he gets spotted, he gets pinged. They know what he's trying to do, probably go for that early lane ward. Have they got sentries? No, there's no sentries to deward that. Orange, they want to get down the early lane ward with Ice. He's going to sort of poke his head around. Look to see what's coming down this lane. Nothing for the time being. Jakiro still at bottom lane. Probably see him rotate towards top once he gets down some defensive wards for Jay. Jay, he's only got 3 branches at the moment. Very eco-heavy build. Saving that gold, not looking to spend any. How is he going to use this? What is he going to do with this bottom lane? Could be, on paper, you're rushing a bottle, but against a Trilon, he's not going to be able to get in farm and XP range, so it's going to be a lot harder for him. He already finds himself up against 2 support heroes at bottom. Needs to make sure he doesn't get found out by the Rubik. Otherwise, he gets telekinesis, brought up onto one of those cliffs, and fun time is over for him. Sentry Ward gets dropped right off the bat. Jakiro looking to get an early observer ward. Ooh, out of range. I think that's out of range. Well placed, I believe. Can we check the range on this? No, we can't. They're pinging it. They know there's a ward there, though. They know it's there. Whether or not it's in range, we'll have to wait and see. Either way, it does force out a second Sentry Ward. Yeah, it's not in range. They don't see it. So, that'll force out a second Sentry Ward if Ice wants to have to deal with that. So, smart play coming up from Jakiro, just out of range of that Sentry Ward. And we will see Jakiro staying near bottom by the looks of things, as Ice hasn't put down that lane ward just yet. Mid lane, you've got Shadow Fiend up against Queen of Pain. It already looks like it gets blocked to Mushi's tower. This actually works out really well for Queen of Pain. Mushi struggles to get those last hits under the tower. His base damage just cannot really compete with the tower, so Mushi doesn't have the early last hits he'd like to have. And we'll see him looking to get whatever he can there. We've got jungling KYXY. He's left the top lane completely empty, so this gives Night Stalker a solo lane, which is what you want. You need the Night Stalker to have free XP. What have I done? Is my overlay messed up? No, my overlay's fine. What are you guys talking about? And over here in the jungle, it is Woots using some pulls, using whatever stacks he can to keep that farm up. Oh yep, looks like my chat just died. So if anything does go disastrously wrong, guys, disastrously wrong, please let me know. I am on Skype. My mods in this channel are always good at letting me know on Skype, but the chat has died for me. But it is going to be Orange running this safe lane trial lane, looking to make sure that Mineski are not getting any XP. Both Windrunner and Jakiro are going to be struggling a bit here to get any at all. Windrunner trying to pull this back. Actually just going to stack it up a couple times here. So that is a bit of an investment for later on. Triple stacked already. And a rune does spawn bottom. Ice is there already. Jay was going for it. Haste rune it is. Jay probably just wants to hold his ground here. Trade hits a bit. Actually, no, he's got no HP regen. He's got enough for a bottle here. Ice Path comes in. Ice needs to get out of here. He does not want to take too much damage here. He already has. And if that's not a haste rune, if he goes there without that haste rune, he does take even more damage. Possibly goes down to that bait. As it is going to be Extinct at bottom lane. Looking to use these pulls. That's just a quick change of his settings. And with that, guys, well, I can reset my chat. Let's see if that works. Nope, that doesn't work. Plan B. Alright. So I'll just quickly make sure everything's going okay with getting my chat out so I can actually see what you guys are saying. But it looks like for the time being, a bit of a pause coming out. The game was delayed a bit. Mineski are actually here. For those of you saying, oh, Mineski late once again, it was, they were here about 5 minutes early. Their entire team was in the game, but then they had some internet problems. And that caused it to be a slightly more delayed match than we would have liked here. As it is going to be, it looks like a rotation. Enigma's gone top, so he started off in that jungle, got the fast soaring up in fact as well, but now he's rotated back towards the top lane. And we'll see him in a bit of a 1v1 action against this Night Stalker. Crystal Maiden though, likely to come in, look for some kills early on. You already hit level 2, has the point in Frostbite, will probably pick up that point in Crystal Nova as well, as Woots does finish off that creep stack. And he's already up to level 2.5 here, so this is going to help him out. This is what KYXO needs to do. Use those Edellands to scout things out, figure out where Woots is positioning himself. And, oh, there we go, coming through the river. Well played by this Enigma. He knows what's coming. He's going to back off with plenty of time to spare. And Woots, he's going to have to deal with this Edelon. He's probably not going to kill it in time. Oh, he does with the Frostbite. Clarity's up. Takes the 30 gold. Bit of XP as well, so why the hell not? And now, top lane, KYXY continuing to send Edelons out. He sends 2 down river, 1 straight into the jungle. So he has vision regardless. Actually drops on a stun, KYXY, with what looks to be the Soul Ring being popped maybe. Decided he had to use his mana. Either way, a bit of an interesting stun there. Just a level 1 stun. Yeah, level 1 stun, so it wasn't going to do all too much to swish apart from a bit of harass. Mid lane, we've got Oa, 12 CS to Shadow Fiend 7. So Queen of Pain winning this matchup as a Queen of Pain should from the start. You want to make sure Shadow Fiend doesn't get that early last hits, because once he starts getting them, it gets harder and harder, and the razors come in. There we can see Mushi. He's got this bottle out. He's probably using a bit of Bottle Crow here even. Not sure if this is his first time he's brought up this career, but that's going to be something which is going to help him accelerate his farm and just stay on top of this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, Bottle Crowing as well, perhaps. Just brings out the bottle. And Rune is spawning in about 10 seconds time, so we'll maybe see these supports. Last time it was Ice coming down to the bottom river, making sure they got that bottom rune. Jay here just slowly poking away at these neutrals, unable to get farm or XP. Same for Jakiro. This is a big problem for Mineski because they've got 2 heroes not getting any farm and XP at the bottom lane. Both Jakiro as well as Windrunner. Jakiro could almost be top, looking to help get some kills here. Maybe looking to even help out mid. Can go for a kill on Mushi at the mid lane. The Radiant team do have an Observer Ward here, but it's pretty much this path here. Go through the river from behind and just go towards mid. It's not being watched by any Observer Ward. There's no lane ward to spot out their movements either. It looks like that either been dewarded or just not the second ward. Actually, no, sorry, it's been planted over here. So if he comes around from behind the Ancients, he could get all the way to mid lane, go for a gank on Mushi without being spotted, this Jakiro. But it looks like for now, Mineski happy to sit still with their lanes. Jay getting some farm from far away with a power shot. He's up to 2 creep kills only, though. And they're just so scared to even poke their heads in. Ice comes around from the side, and Rubik's not even here. Rubik's level 4, Shadow Shaman level 3, so a big level difference between these 2 teams. Looking at that, yeah, we've already got about 1.5k XP going the way of Orange, and this is very early days. Oh, here we go. Big Crystal Nova does land on... Oh, KYXY, he gets out of range of the Frostbite. Is there another nuke coming from Mr. Swish? There isn't. First Blood's actually at bottom lane. Jakiro goes down. Rubik probably starting things off with a telekinesis. All these support heroes seeing level 3, level 4. The Naga Siren level 5 is enough to get the kill. And top lane, they do not get the kill. Crystal Maiden couldn't get in with a Frostbite. CM is looking once again. Needs to hit the Nova, followed up with a Frostbite. Early boots for KYXY is the key thing here. These boots keeping him alive. There needs to be a nuke coming from the Night Stalker. There's not enough mana, and Enigma just too fast can get away from this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not enough. CM still waiting here. Waiting patiently. Oh dear. And for the time being, it's Mineski finally getting this creep wave pushed out to their tower. Getting some tower. And Enigma back towards the top lane. Here comes Woots. Possibly looking for a gank from behind. At mid, it's Oa. Up to 23 creep kills. He's hit level 6 now. Has that ultimate. Shadow Fiend level 6 as well. They're pretty much dead even in terms of farm, the Queen of Pain and Shadow Fiend. And Shadow Fiend has Shadow Shaman nearby him. Smoke is up. So we may see him looking to use that. And Enigma at this tower needs to be careful. Are there TPs anywhere? It doesn't look like either of the supports do. Naga Siren does have a TP. Oh, TP out from KYXY. Doesn't actually come in time. Mr. Swish finds him. Nova finishes him off. Woots gets the kill. Woots taking a lot of damage from this tower. Does get out of there okay. And Night Stalker has an earn charge if he wants to heal up Woots here. Probably does, just so they can stay in this lane and continue to dominate it. And here we go. Mushi. He's stacked up this small camp, using this to get whatever farm. That is one freaky looking Harpy Storm. This thing looks evil. Look at this little image here. You would not want to mess with that. And there we go. Looks like one earn charge has been used at top to heal up Woots. Woots with Boots, Magic Stick. They'll look for another kill soon on KYXY probably. Next time I imagine we'll see a TP maybe coming in from Yamata. Yamata's got his TP, got his level 6. He can use the sleep pretty damn fast. Looks like TP anywhere else. No other TPs. Enigma has one to try escape, but when there's Frostbite as well as Void, there's plenty of chasing abilities. There we go. They've gone in again. Looks like they're going to see KYXY drop once more. More earn charges going to Mr. Swish. He'll want to earn himself up and look to continue to be aggressive. Smokes from the 2 supports here. Oh, they're going to walk right into this Night Stalker. Little do they know he's actually earned himself up. He runs into X. They haven't got the damage to deal with him. He's got 700 HP. He can just turn around and fight this, maybe. Will we see that happen? Yeah, there we go. Void onto Shadow Shaman. Double Hero Crystal Nova. They're going to get the one kill at least. It looks like Ice is the sacrifice. Mr. Swish still chasing. They've caught up to Extinct. Frostbite as well. Mineski going to turn it into 2 kills. The early earn for Mr. Swish is making things happen. Phase boots up as well. Really nice play from Mineski. They get 2 kills in a row near the mid lane. They killed the Enigma twice in succession, and Mr. Swish, more earn charges. Looks like he's going to save those for a rainy day. He's heading back to Fountain. He wants to heal up. He's low on mana as well. Then we'll see him looking to TP in. Maybe go look for a gank on bottom on Yamata. Maybe come back mid. Look to sort of figure out where the best place is for him to find some more kills for his team. Yamata's not an easy gank. You've got the silence, of course. You've got follow up with an Ice Path, a Shackle Shot, which is just level 1, but you need a disable, chain disable. Otherwise, Nagasaran gets off the sleep and the gank doesn't succeed. So it's a hard kill to get. As here we go, running back towards the top lane, not TPing in. This is actually, I kind of like this. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, I want to gank top, but if something happens at bottom or mid, I want to be able to TP there to back up my team. So he's just going to run all the way to top lane, look for another kill on this Enigma, but then you have the option to help out these other lanes. Doesn't go through the river, doesn't get spotted by this Observer Ward. So overall, so far, smart play coming out from this Night Stalker. Although who's he to know where these Observer Wards are? He's going to run right into this creep wave, so it looks like he's happy to reveal himself. Not go for those ganks just yet. Owa doesn't have a TP scroll up. Love to see Queen of Pain have that same option to TP to a lane and back it up with plenty of mana. I'm seeing on 500 mana here, so can easily TP in, blink, ulti, scream. You've got the mana to support it. Look at this big stack. I'm not sure who's actually going to be killing that. You haven't really got much DPS. This is super late game tactics here. And if Mineski fall behind, it's something that Orange could steal with the damage from Shadow Fiend, with the Naga Siren. Bottom lane Jay has hit level 4, has a haste rune bottled up. And Crystal Maiden, looks like Woot's just backing off for that time being. Going to go heal up, regen that mana, then come back out and play. 1 point up in the aura, nice and early on. 3 in the Crystal Nova. Night Stalker, I was about to say, I'd be very surprised to see him go for this kill. Looks like he's just baiting out a stun, baiting Enigma to use that early mana. Enigma, though, now level 6. So now we'll definitely look to see Naga Siren maybe use that ulti to come in if Enigma gets ganked. You can pop the ultimate and then set up a big black hole. Mineski, though, they're going to smoke their 2 supports. Where do they want to head? Jay's coming in top as well. Enigma is level 6, I want to say. No, not level 6. 1 creep away from it. Oh dear. That 1 creep could make this fight unwinnable for Orange. If they have level 6 on Enigma, it becomes a lot easier because they can bring in Naga Siren. There we go. Hits level 6. This creep here does die. He's got the black hole. And we'll see. Oh, Night Stalker getting very, very low. They're going in from behind with this kill. Looks like KYXI will drop. No time to TP in. Naga Siren had no option to TP in and try back him up there. And Naga Siren, I think, just happy to continue farming at the bottom lane. Ooh. Rotation from Mineski towards mid. They do drop a ward down here. It's still Mineski with a 5-2 kill lead early on, playing this aggressive gank-heavy style of Dota. The problem is, as far as farm goes, it's Shadow Fiend, Naga Siren, with leading the CS charts. Oh, the Courier, 1 more right click is going to be needed. Oh, 6 HP! 6 HP, the Courier still somehow survives. I thought 3 right clicks would be enough. Not enough damage from that Jakiro. Where's the set I'm looking for? Net worth, there we go. Night Stalker leading the net worth despite not having all that farm. He's got the kills. Queen of Pain up there as well. Shadow Fiend, 4.5k gold. Naga Siren, it's going to jump up to 4k gold. He's just got his Vitality booster coming out. I believe it's his full Vanguard. So there we go. Naga Siren now up there as well. So it was just bringing out that item. Mineski taking down towers as well. They've taken down 1. They want to take down some more. And if they can get some towers, they'll definitely be in a good position here. They're trying to rotate around, backstab this top lane. They're not going to find anything, but they will find Enigma coming mid in just a second here. Oh, Woots, has he revealed himself? They're going to split out KYXY. Nova leads things off. Frostbite follows up. Here comes Night Stalker. KYXY going to drop. Blinking from Oa. Not even needed. Not sure who the kill actually went to. It doesn't pop up. But the lane ward working wonders there. Spots the kill. Mineski now 6 kills to 2. Oa blinks into a trap position, into some trees. Bottom tier 1 tower, the Orange going to finally get their first tower of the game. As apparently some of my game sounds are a bit too quiet, so I'll turn those up in just a second. Yamata pops the ultimate. He's worried. He's scared. He's gonna spot up the rest of these heroes. KYXY gonna hit a big black hole if he wants it. He's got 2 here. Can we see Mushi maybe follow up with an ultimate here? Ice Path, perfect. Cell in the right place at the right time. Mineski gonna turn things around. Power shot from Jay comes in. They clean up KYXY. Enigma goes down. They want Mushi. Mushi treads Ogre Club. He's pretty tanky here, and Snare gonna slow down the chase of Nightstalker. Nightstalker don't want to be taking that. That's a lot of damage from the tower. It is daytime now. He's going to have to earn himself up. Tower hit coming in. Here goes Yamata looking to chase him down. Maybe earn up quick. Phase boots its cast. Shackle, it looks like it's coming up from over here. Onto Ice. He does drop the surfboards. Gets the kill, the return kill on Crystal Maiden. Yamata. Illusions being summoned. It looks like Orange may be able to turn this one around. Ice Path on the ground. Mushi avoids it. So does Shadow Shaman. They're on the run. 1-for-1 trade so far. It looks like Mineski possibly going to lose more. Cell going to TP out here. There's nothing to cancel it from Shadow Fiend. Shadow Shaman out of mana, so Mineski cut their losses. 1-for-1 trade here. As we will use this pause just to adjust the game sounds, guys. There we go. Turn those game sounds up just a little bit more. Queen of Pain blinking in, just clearing out these Eidolons. Bottom lane, you've got Yamata. Vanguard, Arcane Boots up. His next item going to be interesting to see if he goes for a damage type build with a Radiance, or if he looks to play more sort of tanky build. They've got Shadow Fiend for the DPS. Naga Siren may be more likely to just tank up, go for a Lincoln Sphere, or even go for a straight Heart of Tarask or Diffusal Blade, something with a bit more utility. Oh well, what's he building? He's got 2k gold here. We'll see if he has to go for a Lincoln Sphere maybe, or the Aghanim Scepter. Could just pick up the point booster here. Top lane, Enigma, KYXY playing it safe. They know, they spotted Oa go in here. Look at this drawing. They're saying anywhere in this circle, this is where the Queen of Pain is. Queen of Pain blinks out of there, reveals herself at mid lane now. Now Orange knows what's up. Now they know where it is. As, let me just check my sound mixer. That's probably what's causing the low sounds. There we go, that's what it is, I think. There we go. The sounds should be back to normal now. In fact, I'll turn them down a little bit because I'd say if anything they're a bit too loud. There's your game sounds. Much better, I think. You should be able to hear this. And mid lane, got Shadow Shaman doing some de-warding in fact. Gonna spot up both the Sentry Ward as well as this Observer Ward. Top lane, KYXY has got his own club going straight for that BKB. He knows they've got the setup. You don't need to blink with the Naga Siren ultimate. It's going to come down entirely to having the ability to just BKB Black Hole and have nothing cancel it. No hero on the dire side has the ability to cancel that BKB Black Hole. So you're almost guaranteed to hit 2, probably 3 heroes with a Naga Siren song to initiate it in. The one thing that Mineski can do is blink out in that gap. But if you can't start channeling the Black Hole while sleep is still on, there's no escape, there's no blink out. Top lane Mineski there, smoking up actually. They're going to run into some Naga Siren illusions. The Enigma still in lane. They may want to venture out in just a second here. Direward will spot the Enigma, they know where KYXY is now. And they're running down towards him. CM maxed out Crystal Nova. Enigma heading towards mid lane, looking to join up with his team. Possibly a smoke opportunity here is what I want to say. That's why they'd want to group up as 5. There we go, they smoke up. Oh dear. You do not want to be a Jakira right now. You need an Ice Path fast. He does get it off. 5-man Ice Path, but he's still going to be left to die. Mineski, Wooch says, screw that, I'm out. I'm out, and he may get caught as well. He's lingered too long. Wooch, you got to run, bro. You got to run. He's TPing. I don't know if it's going to get out in time. Oh, just. Could have popped the song there. He went for the ensnare. Didn't get it off in time. The song would have been more instant. Don't need that channel time. Don't need that sort of animation as well. And Mineski gonna give up this top tier 1 tower, but they're gonna try trade from mid. Oa pressuring this mid tower. Have they got a glyph to maybe stall this to make sure they get the tier 1 mid? Doesn't look like they want to use this. Glyph not being cast here. They're gonna get mid tower unless Orange gets some TPs going towards mid. It looks like Orange want to take bottom. Yamata's got the song here. Doesn't need it just for the 1 kill. TP going to be coming in from Rubik. Leads it off with an ensnare. Jay, he's trying to build up this mech. He's just going to throw a power shot. Get whatever creeps he can before he goes down. Oh, telekinesis does find him. Shadow Fiend folds it up. Couple raises. Rubik gets the kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, Nightstalker gets the tower. And Ice, he's maybe overstayed his welcome. He's got Serpent Wards. I don't think he wants to drop him here. Oh, we're going to see a blink stream in just a second. Not enough damage just yet. Eyes needs to be careful. He gets a Hex off. He's going to run for it. Oh, no mana for the Sonic Wave. Needed to pop the Magic Wand and drop the ultimate, maybe. Eyes still alive. Bit of luck there. Or a bit of misplay coming out from Queen of Pain. Just underestimating the ability for Shadow Shaman to survive that game. The Magic Wand helping him out a bit. Nagasar at bottom is going for that Diffusal Blade by the looks of things. Up to 1600 gold, already one Blade of Alacrity. So this is going to be a very fast Diffusal Blade coming out for him. Shadow Fiend BKB is up. 1300 gold on top of that. Mushi with a ton of farm. 128 creep kills. His net worth leading the scoreboards by a pretty substantial margin. 1k over the Night Stalker, the Queen of Pain as well. Both those two heroes haven't really found their openings to get into this game. Oa has an ultimate all, but plenty of farm on him. He's 2-0, so far Oa playing this really well. We'll have to see if he goes for the Lincoln Sphere into Ag Scepter that the Pinoy players like to play, or maybe we see him go straight for that Sheep Stick, straight for that Disable to help deal with these big carries, to help deal with both Nagasaran as well as Shadow Fiend. If they want to gank the Nagasaran, you need the Disable so she can't just drop the ultimate. Same goes for Mushi. You want to gank him, you've got to Sheep before the BKB gets cast. And now Orange, they're trying to get this mid tower. It looks like they go. Oh! Mineski, they help out Rubik. He wasn't going to get that tower until the deny came a second too early. And Xsync says, thank you very much. I'll take that tower. Tower does go the way of Orange. Mushi trying to maybe bait things in. He's got this BKB here. He can pop it if he needs. Swish has a BKB of his own. Mushi can get silenced up. Mushi can turn this around. Shackle onto Ice. They're going to get at least one out of this. KYXY doesn't have his BKB. He's going to run for this. Mr. Swish is 10 seconds of BKB. KYXY, all he can maybe do is go for a Black Hole. He was about to cast that by the looks of things. Wouldn't have worked out too well for him. Shackle Shot finds Extinct onto a creep. What a great Shackle Shot coming from Jay. Another kill goes away from Mineski. Queen of Pain picks it up. 10 kills to 5. 3 kills chained together for Mineski. And with that, Queen of Pain catches up in terms of net worth. Regains some of this ground. Queen of Pain 4-0. 3-0-6 on Night Stalker. Mr. Swish playing a hell of a game so far. And Mineski looking to get a tier 2 tower of this. Nagasaran's at bottom. Looking to just chip away at this tier 2. But it's mid lane. Oh, sleep cast at bottom. Oh, Nagasaran TP's in with the sleep. Cast it before the TP. Oh, Enigma. Can he get the Black Hole off? It's not going to come in time. Maybe it comes now. There's your Black Hole. It's only Mr. Swish. Queen of Pain ultimate. Not enough damage on KYXY. Is there going to be Dragon Breath? Only does a bit of damage. It's just level 1. Mr. Swish does go down. 2. Make it 3. Mineski dropping one by one. The ensnare onto Oa ensures his death. Shadow Fiend does go down by the looks of things, and now Wooch on the run. TP out, Wooch, TP out. There's no mana on Nagasaran. The telekinesis being used. Nope, too late. You're dead. TP comes too late. Wouldn't have lived anyways. Ultra kill for Yamata. What a play. Orange turned things around. Windrunner, I believe the only survivor. Was there even a buyback coming there? Did he buy back? He bought back. Jay bought back. A complete team wipe. The Ubos coming from Orange. They wipe out Mineski one by one, and Mineski overstay their welcome at the mid lane. Orange chaining together the kills needed to start this comeback. Speaking of comeback, it's no comeback whatsoever. Orange have been slowly and steadily getting further ahead, at least in terms of gold. It's Nagasaran, the pick that's making things work, using that as their setup. You can set up the Black Hole, you can just set up, get Shadow Fiend in the middle in position with that BKB ultimate. He's picked up a Yasha now as well, Mr. Mushi. The solo mid player for Orange. And Orange with that fight won. Small little spike back up. They're back to where it was before after losing that one fight where they gave up 3 kills. Mineski regained some ground here. So Mineski, slight deficit. They're up by a couple kills here, but Orange have done a great job of pressuring towers. Orange up by a single tower here. And a lot of farm as well. Looking at the CS charts, you've got 137, 122 creeps on Shadow Fiend and Nagasaran. Mineski, their solo's just not really up there, with Queen of Pain just 96. Night Stalker 87 and Windrunner the off lane sitting a bit low. That was really the big problem for Mineski. They ran in the dual lane at bottom. Neither hero could get in farm and XP range. They just basically had 2 heroes sitting on level 1, while Orange were using the pool camps, had their supports getting some farm, getting some XP. So it was a different story for them. As looks like a quick pause coming out. Not sure exactly of the reason here. Ice decides that he needs one. Just pings onto bottom lane, and that's where Mineski maybe want to go with this. Extinct says they're ready. Ready to go is the call. Jay at bottom, 0, 2, and 3. He's hit some nice shackle shots. The one on Extinct at mid lane ensuring a kill.
Haste!
But it's going to take more than that. Orange sitting pretty for the time being. Extinct up to 1k gold on this Rubik. He's level 8. Is he going to look to steal the spell here? Yamata's coming from the side. Cell in all sorts of trouble. Ice Path's going to come. Actually hits both. Cell's got a full magic one. Needs to pop it. Pops it. Second too late. Ice Path gets stealed. Extinct patient. He didn't steal the dual breath. He waited for the Ice Path. Uses it. Turns it around to Jakiro. And this is a level 3 Ice Path. Great spell to steal. Only level 3 though. Night Stalker on the high ground. There is mana for an ensnare. They're going to de-ward it for the time being. Owa. He's got no ultimate. He's going to get actually stunned up by the telekinesis here. Owa misses a scream onto Extinct. Night Stalker, I believe, popped a BKB here. Going in on the Naga Siren. I'm curious as to the BKB pickup. Not going to help much against the Naga Siren. No need to use that BKB, but plays it safe. And Mineski, they pick off Naga Siren. They pick off Yamata, who's got a lot of gold. He's got buyback if they want to use that. Could buy back, sleep, TP in, defend this tower. If that's the play that Orange want to make, if they make that decision, but it's going to be, oh, Ice gets caught out. Mushi now hiding. Hiding for dear life. Do they look to make a play on this? They've got the ability to do so. Mr. Swish taking a lot of damage on the front lines here. Mech up. They don't challenge this tower. And it's Cell, the Jakiro. He's got his level 7 now, so we'll see that maxed out Ice Path, I believe. There we go. Mineski is just looking to get that next level of items up. As it's still Naga Siren Shadow Fiend slightly leading the way in terms of pure gold. Hero levels, it is the Radiant team. They've got the 2 highest levels in the game, but their supports, the Rubik, the Shadow Shaman, they're not doing too well. Even the Enigma, Crystal Maiden of Woots, level 10, out-leveling 3 heroes on the other team. It may just be a Crystal Maiden. I think you offer the max out Aura. Interesting to see, no extra points in Frostbite. Aura not the best skill generally to max out. Even getting stats can be preferred. But deciding that these heroes are just going to be spamming all day long. Use as many nukes as possible in the laning phase. That's partly why Mineski are getting all these kills, because of that strong laning phase that they've got from all that additional mana. And Mr. Swish at top lane continuing to farm. He's got, I'm wondering what else he's got on top of this BKB now. There's a plate mail. Looks like someone's phase boots as well coming out. Lincoln Sphere up on Queen of Pain. Always decides to go for that. This is kind of your typical Pinoy build. Lincoln Sphere into Ag Scepter. Is that what we're seeing? Point boosters up. It's going to be that Pinoy build that Owa's going to be bringing out. And he's got the farm to back it up. He's doing well for the time being. He's going to have that in 2.5k-ish gold. Jay's got his mech up. Starting to get some farm of his own. He wants to maybe start building towards a 4-star here. Have that mobility for himself as well as his team. Doesn't need to get huge DPS type items. That's going to have to come from the Queen of Pain ultimate, and also the Night Stalker in the front line. Night Stalker is going for an Assault Cuirass here. Interesting to see. Help to counteract the Shadow Fiend aura. That presence of the Dark Lord. -6 armor to everyone, so Assault Cuirass can pretty much negate that. As it's mid lane Orange, they've got... Ooh, Extinct decides he's going to be the one getting the mech here. Only level 9. Shadow Shaman just level 8. Shadow Shaman is going to be very squishy come mid-game. Or already in mid-game, and he's looking very squishy in these team fights. If he gets hit by Disable, Mineski can just pop him instantly. Bottom lane. KYXY still trying to farm up his BKB. About 500 gold away from that. That's probably what Orange are waiting for. That's why they're not forcing the issue here. In fact, they're still growing their lead whenever there's not fights. When they fight, it drops because they lose these fights. But in between, they're out-farming their opponents. They're being slightly more efficient with their time, with their farmers. And they've got the sort of more secure farmers, having the Shadow Fiend with the BKB, having Naga Siren with the get-out-of-jail-free card in the Song of the Siren. Just use that, then TP out. So, for Mineski, it's a bit easier to play this late. They smoke up here. I'm not sure if they actually got spotted out. They're going to blink right into Yamata. Yamata hasn't just... pops the ultimate now. Is there a black hole opportunity? Doesn't look like it. Just going to TP out. Play it safe. Enigma was farming at the bottom lane. Did have a TP. Wasn't going to go for it. And Mushi at top lane pressuring this tower a bit here. Oh, Mr. Swish. He's chasing. He's looking for Mushi. There's no backup coming from any of his teammates here. He's going to run into the neutrals here. Mushi's still hiding in some trees. Mushi says, "What's up, bro? Not going to find me." And Mushi's still at top lane. Mr. Swish runs back towards mid. He wants to rejoin his team, and it looks like Mushi sees this and says, "Oh, thanks. I'm just going to keep pushing." Really smart play from Mushi, and he gets a tier 2 tower out of this maybe. If Mineski want to push, they have to give up this tier 2 tower. So great play from Mushi. And it looks like Mineski, they're going to struggle to even get this tier 2 here. Mr. Swish snared up, taking a lot of damage from these illusions. Black hole as well being used just to make sure of it. Owen blinks into this black hole. This could be 2 kills. BKB for KYXY. Owen needs to blink out. Does do so. It's the Serpent. Serpent's going to finish him off. Oh, 30 HP. The neutral creeps deal the damage needed. 2 kills Already, one's the neutrals, one to orange. Shackle shot on Moose, you're going to slow down his advantage, but Jay gets ensnared up. Woots gets stunned by the Enigma, and 2 more kills for Orange Esports. They tie things up at 15 apiece, and boy, do things look good for Orange all of a sudden with one big fight won like that. Oh dear. And now mid lane, the push is coming from Orange. Ultimate Orb up on Naga Siren. Shadow Shaman, use those Serpent Wards there, but a 50-second cooldown, gonna fly by. Mushi, 4.3k gold. He can get his Mantis up, he can start building his next big item, his Butterfly, his Daedalus, whatever it may be, maybe some life steal. And a Yamata with a lot of survivability on the front lines with all this farm he's got. He's got his Mantis style after this tower. Just needs to buy the Yash and the recipe. He'll have enough gold in just a second. Looks like Orange don't want to take this. Ooh, blink. Immediate blink from Queen of Pain, and Swish goes on the front lines. There's no black hole. Ice Path stops the TP out, and now Mineski, they want to catch more. 1 kill not going to be enough for them here, I feel. Mushi's still got BKB. Song of the Siren gets cast. Are they going to turn this around? Mushi wants to drop the ultimate, maybe. Can they time this? Cancel the sleeve. It does happen perfectly. They insta-KO Night Stalker, and Rubik looking to make sure they get Jay as well. Owa coming in from the side. Scream. He's got the blink. Maybe he just needs to get out of here. Winrunner goes down, and, well, Ice Path used defensively. Only Enigma has fallen for Mineski. Sorry, for Orange Esports, and Mineski losing numbers, losing many here. Oh dear. Orange, oop, they spot Queen of Pain here. Queen of Pain does have this blink. I think Orange just say, well, we can't really get you. You're just too hard to kill. Let's just push down this tier 2 bottom tower. The last outer tower remaining for Mineski. Mineski have not managed to push a single tier 2 tower. Despite that kill advantage they had, they ganked a lot, but they could not push towers. Orange, different story. Yamata, 3.6k gold. Mushi, even more. 6.2. He's got a Butterfly if he wants it. May not even want to finish off that Mansell. You've got KYX with a BKB, 2k gold. All this tower gold. A lot of hero kills as well. Going to help get these next items up. Extinct going to say, oh, hey, that's Queen of Pain. Stolen Shackle Shot. So you can use Telekinesis as well as Shackle Shot. One cancels the Lincoln, the second one can go for the Disable. Probably going to use the Shackle Shot first since you're not guaranteed it'll land. If you use Telekinesis first, and the Telekinesis can give that Disable to help deal with the Queen of Pain as an instant way of breaking it. Mineski, where do they go from here? They need to get some good team fights. And it's going to be very hard. Yamata's already got his ultimate back up. He's got that level 3 ultimate with just a 60-second cooldown. Ice, he's now got his level 9. Got up to 1200 gold as well. All these bits of tower gold is helping bit by bit. And Mushi, doing what he loves to do and just stockpile gold. It's like, I could buy an item, but no, I'm just going to stockpile gold. What's he picked up? Demon Edge. MKB, I guess we see. Help deal with that Windrunner evasion. And just give him a lot of raw DPS. I think he's just annoyed by the Windrun ability, so he's going to go MKB. Or he goes Daedalus. I think maybe even Daedalus is even better. As far as DPS goes, Daedalus could be a better option here. So we'll see what Mushi wants to pick up. But he is a player known for stockpiling a lot of gold and not using it to buy the pieces. He could have bought that Daedalus some time ago, but he buys it now. Probably want to have some buyback in there as well. Naga Siren gets the full Manta style coming out. So Daedalus as well as Manta style coming for Orange Esports right now. And KYXY, he's got his Blink Dagger up on the Enigma. Whoops. Drum of Endurance. Mr. Swish, he's getting close-ish to this Assault Cuirass. Still needs the Hyperstone. Still needs the Recipe. He's sitting on just about 1100 gold here. So he's still got about 1600 to go. Not as close as he'd like to be. And oh, look at this. This ward here. Spots Jay's movements. They may look to get this pick off. Telekinesis. Jay, he's got no TP, but he has got a 4-star. He can get out of here. Shackle Shot. Oh, doesn't find X. Ice. Ice gets out. Return Shackle Shot. Just coming on the illusions. Doesn't actually latch onto anything in Orange. Are they going to look for this pick off here? They've got KYXY coming in with a BKB. Also a Blink Dagger and this Observer Ward. This is going to really cause Mineski some problems. But it's mid lane where Orange just want to try and push. Make things happen. Mushi still not joining up with his team. Has he spent more gold? Manta style? No, his Daedalus is there. What has Mushi just bought? I'm wondering. Something on the ground maybe? Ultimate Orb, so it's his Manta style. His Manta style going to be coming out in just a second. He's waiting for his Manta as well as the Daedalus. He could have bought and had these items ages ago, but he's like, nah, I'm just leaving them at base, leaving them on the courier. He's going to go from having Yasha BKB to having BKB Manta Daedalus in, well, a matter of seconds. And Razor Orange. Orange, for those of you wondering, are sponsored by Razor. We can give them some promotion. Anyone who supports these Dota teams is doing good as far as esports goes. Mech up on the Rubik. Where did Enigma? Not too much more gold on him, so not many of these orange heroes with buyback when you've got Shadow Fiend, who's just picked up a full Manta style. He's heading home to pick that up. Use the courier, man. Use that courier. Courier heading to take some wards to the rest of this orange team. And Mineski just at a loss as to what to do here. They're playing this very safe, very defensive. They got the Acceptor on Oa. This will help them stall. This will help buy them some time. The problem comes when you've got the Mech to heal himself up. And they've also got the BKB on Shadow Fiend as well as Enigma. Naga Siren just very tanky in general anyways. And here we go. Shadow Fiend Mushi just going to start marching down the mid lane. He reveals his items. Mineski going to look at this and think, oh crap, what now? How do we fight this? Mushi still denying. Well, picks up 2 denies of his 15. Who has buybacks as well for the Dire team? They're gonna need them, I feel, to defend. Not a single hero. Night Stalker does. What am I talking about? I'm seeing green. I'm thinking green is Radiant. No, Night Stalker does. But it looks like he's the only hero on this Dire side with buyback. As it's Shadow Fiend storming ahead as far as net worth goes, sitting on 17k gold. And now we'll look for Mineski to try and contest his Roshan. Power Shot scouts it out. Illusions are seeing what's going on, but Mushi gets himself the Aegis. Mineski unable to contest it, and Orange now, I think they just marched down middle lane. They've got the Serpent Wards to help push, they've got the BKBs, they've got the Aegis. Mushi can just right-click down the towers, the Raxes from the front lines, and it's going to take an incredible engagement from Mineski. Some big shackle shots, some Ice Path, chain stuns, and then the Queen of Pain ultimate on top to try and stall this. It's going to be very, very difficult. There we go, 1 Queen of Pain ultimate used. Doesn't need any heroes, just the creep waves. It will buy some time. This is what they're waiting for. This creep wave here, a long way off. It does buy Mineski a lot of time, in fact. Queen of Pain ultimate's back in 25 seconds, so actually a good ultimate. It doesn't hit any heroes, but it's still a useful ultimate. It's gonna be up for by the time there's a team fight. Queen of Pain ultimate should be back up. 15 seconds, so Orange will have a small 5-10 second window where the Queen of Pain ultimate won't be up, and that's really the main source of DPS for Mineski. Shackle doesn't actually hit Mushi, pops a Manstyle, he's just going to start whittling away on this tower. Oh, they're actually going to go straight in on Woods. Woods get KO'd by Mushi's right-click damage. Queen of Pain drops another ultimate, not the best. That one needed to be big, that one needed to hit some heroes. And this is your big black hole. This is KYXY hitting 3 with a black hole. And this could be it. Orange Esports, the wombo combo. Mr. Switch goes in, 5 down. Ubos. Orange Esports, they take game 1. With that huge team fight, I don't see Mineski holding. I mean, they lose T4 towers, they lose the throne here. Orange Esports, well, wombo combo indeed. It is going to be game 1 going the way of Orange Esports here in your GEST Dota 2. Mineski, they put up a great start. They had that really strong early game. They went for those early game ganks. The game was pretty much dead even. You can see, for the first 25 minutes, it was a small lead for Orange. But then suddenly, Orange just turned on another gear. They really pulled away. They just got those next level of big items up. And we're going to see how Mineski react, how Mineski go into game number 2 here. Because this is a best of 3 matchup here at the GSC Dota 2. This is the semi-finals. Sorry, quarterfinals. The winner of this will meet Natural 9 in the semi-finals. But Orange Esports getting 1 step closer. They take game number 1. Game number 2 coming up soon, guys. So be sure, stay tuned, and I'll be bringing you game number 2 in just a second. I'm GoDz from GoDz Gamers from Beyond the Summit, bringing you the GEST IDC live action, guys. Game number 2 coming up in just a second.